All right. So namaste everyone, and thank you for joining us in this one day sort of webinar by Shri Umashankar ji. So I'll give his profile as he enters the discussion. Okay. So this session on marriage and remedies. A lot of sessions have been done. Okay, a lot of sessions will be done. Okay. But then why I wanted to do this is because every astrologer has a different perspective of vivaha or marriage, right? But then there are certain few things that we must understand as to how Vedic astrology treats marriage or vivaha. Okay, so in Sanatan Dharma, just request everyone to mute out here. Okay, so in Sanatan Dharma, what happens is, marriage is called vivaha. Okay, and it is regarded as a sanskar. Okay, it is regarded as a sanskar. And some Vedic texts, they will say that it is compulsory for a man and a woman to undergo this vivaha sanskar. And after this vivaha sanskar is complete, what happens is that the male and the female, they enter the grahastha ashram. Okay, so we know that Sanatan Dharma is known as Varnashrama Dharma. Okay, it is also known as Varnashram. There are four ashrams basically, right? So the first ashram is Brahmachari, the second ashram is Grahastha, the third ashram is Vanaprastha, and the fourth ashram is of course Sannyas. Okay, so there are four ashrams in Sanatan Dharma, and once Vivaha happens, once Vivaha happens, it enables the male and the female to enter the Grahastha ashram of life. And Vedic astrology, Vedic astrology considers, just silence my phone. Yeah, Vedic astrology considers that there are 16 sanskars in life. Okay, there are 16 sanskars in life. And then Vivaha, according to Vedic tradition, is not only, it's not only the mating of two males and females for the purpose of producing children. It's about finding a lifelong friend who accompanies you to your spiritual destination. Now the point is that destination need not be the same for the male and the female. Okay, that destination need not be the spiritual destination. Your ultimate spiritual destination need not be the same for a male as well as for a female. Okay, but then you need a friend to hold your hand, and as you walk towards your destination, towards your individual destinations, the journey becomes worthwhile. Okay, so as per Vedic customs, as per Vedic traditions, Vivaha is a force. It is a force, okay, where you are actually carrying your your partner to his or her spiritual destination. So it's not only about marriage. Okay, and when we use the word sanskar, it does not only stand for a ritual. Okay, it does not only stand for a ritual. It also means purification. It also means formation. It also means creation. Because if you look at it, Vivaha is the process where the male and the female come together for creating children, for creating offspring, for for repaying the debt of the pitrus, right? Now the point is, all the astrology texts, if you have studied the astrological texts from Parashara to Jaimini, and then if you have studied other other astrological texts like Phaladipika and so on, they refer to the husband and wife as Dharmapati and Dharmapatni respectively. Okay, so now these three words, Dharma Pati or Dharmapatni, it's a combination of three words. Dharma remains the same. Okay, Dharma remains the same. So Dharma Pati and Dharma Patni, it actually has other implications because these are Sanskrit words, and they have certain implications too. Okay, so when we speak about dharma, right, dharma in a nutshell, it means something that holds together. Okay, so since it holds something together, dharma is the foundation of your life. Okay, from the it not only includes your your spiritual principles upon which your life is based, but it will also include the it will also include the physical environment. I request the participants to mute here. Okay. It will also it will also include your physical environment, like your like your justice, your sense of justice, your virtuous nature. Okay, your merits, right? Your propriety, duties, your ethics, your devotion, your morality. Okay, everything is included in dharma. Okay, so it's not possible to define dharma intellectually. Dharma is something that is meant to be experienced, but in a nutshell, it means the foundation for your life. It means certain spiritual principles by which your by which or your life must be based upon. Okay, next comes the word pati, which is which is very very commonly used in India. Pati Parmeshwar. Okay, so this pati, okay, this pati is the one who is who is responsible, okay, who is responsible for upholding dharma, who is the protector of of the spouse, the Graha Lakshmi, basically, right? So he is the upholder of dharma, and that is the reason he is known as he is known as Dharmapati. Okay, and then Patni, okay, Patni is the one who is the basis of dharma, right? Who is the basis of dharma. So she is known as the Graha Lakshmi. She is known as the Graha Lakshmi, and the point being, you will always see, in Parashara, you'll always see the male as a representation of Vishnu. You'll always see the female as a representation of Mahavidya. You'll never see the female as Lakshmi. Okay, you will not see her as someone who brings wealth. You'll always see someone who, we'll always see the wife or the spouse as someone who produces worthy children with you, the future upholders of dharma. Okay, I'll not, Shankaranji has joined the discussion, so I welcome him. Just not take much of your time. Just give a short introduction of Shankaranji, and then we will proceed. Okay, so I've known Shankaranji for the last 1.5 years. Okay, he has been responsible for teaching me. He has been responsible for teaching me the system of Jamakol Prashnam, which is of course a very popular system in Kerala, but since we are living in the east, so it is not accessible. But he comes from a he comes from an astrological background, right? And he has the experience of teaching more than 1,200 students in both online and offline mode. He frequently conducts workshops and seminars for for students belonging not only to India but to other countries as well. And he is a he is a regular teacher at the ICAS Chennai chapter, which is of course engage which asks him to engage in in teaching Nadi astrology at both the beginners and the advanced levels. Okay, on a personal front, my experience with Shankaranji has been that he is a very very humble and down to earth person. Okay, he is not someone who will be will be very proud of his accomplishments, nothing as such. Okay, if you talk to him personally, I have had the honor of speaking to him personally on many occasions. So he is very very humble. And when I had approached him for this webinar, he actually he actually agreed to it despite of his busy schedule, and for that I offer my humble regards. So over to you, Shankaranji. We are all waiting to hear from you.
So is it visible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, you are.
Okay, namaste. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Devarshi. I mean, he was speaking a lot about me. Anyways, so thanks a lot. Thank you so much. I think so. Most of them might be new audience, and a few of them might be people I have been already knowing. So it's glad to be here with you on this occasion.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. So like. So last time, I mean, like 6 months back itself, like we had this idea of doing this, but that time, like I switched a new company and the things were like very busy. Even though like it was busy now, but this is like astrology is something very close to my heart. So in fact, right. I left an organization which was like a central government job. But again, I joined here only because here we get that option of being from work from home, right? So we have that choice to do more into R&D, into astrology, all those things. Now I have like accessibility to travel, go here and come, all those things were there. Yeah. So a few topics were shared by him. I mean, like all of them are like very interesting topics, like finance, everything. But yeah, but again, those things require a very, what do you say, very deeper application. Means it's not that easy to teach in Nadi. Means you need to put extra kavarga kakshaya and bring them to Bhava Madhyama. Then we can see the results with respect to the financial topics. And marriage is also not some very straight and simple, but yeah, we can make it very straight and simple within maybe like max to max. This session may not go more than an hour, because that is the thing we have kept it most probably. But yeah, within that 1 hour, like the topic which I taught, which can be taught you using the Nadi principles. But again, it's not exhaustive, but I'll give you a set of rules where without much complication, you can able to see like what is happening and what is not happening. And you can even apply to real-time charts. So that is the point I took this topic. Even though this topic, n number of books are there. Okay, for example, today if you see, like there are a lot of books, not only these books, and there are many books. Okay, for that matter, like see, you have books like what is that? Major chunk of books. There is not a single author who was not covered on marriage or something like that. But the purpose, as I said again, this is very, very important today. Okay, people come us for only majorly 3 things. One is like for the job, and the second is for the marriage. And of course, today the most common thing is like this overseas, they come. Okay. So in that, I wanted to give you all a topic. What is the topic? Is this marriage topic. Why again and again I took this topic, as I said earlier. Only reason is this marriage topic, I can teach you within like 30 to 40 minutes, because hardly I will teach you like 4 to 5 rules, and more than sufficient for you all to learn. Okay, of course, I may not be able to teach you the complete basics of not how to apply, but I can give you certain rules. With the rules, we can be able to see the wonders. Okay, for example, if you go to Jaimini, there are n number of rules, and if you come to Parashari also, there are n number of rules, and Mantreshwara will have his opinion. But again, Mantreshwara's rules will be like very, very astounding. For example, for any planet, whenever it is sitting in a trikona, it is said to enhance the rules. Okay. For example, even in Nadi, as on today, people are applying. There are books in the market written by many authors. Okay, so I have the privilege to attend the 7 to 8 seminars of R.G. Rao himself in Tyagaraja Nagar, where I stay in Bangalore. And of course, I have spent more than 4 to 5 years with my guru, Sivadas and Ravi, who was the first student of R.G. Rao himself. But again, after that, I did my own research in Tanjavur Saraswati Ma Library, everywhere, here and there. But what I'm trying to say is, we can directly put it. Okay, it is not like I have to teach you. And why I am saying Nadi, I cannot teach you the exhaustively, but I can teach you a rule which you can apply safely. Why? Because in Nadi also there is something known as Shubha Panchaka, Ashubha Panchaka. Okay, whether for example Jupiter to Venus, they will say in Nadi, the person will get lot of what is that, wealth, or will have support of opposite gender, comforts, everything. But in few, this will apply in most of the charts. Okay, if I give 10 charts without seeing any other factors, out of 5 to 6 charts, you can tell yes, that will be true. But for 3 or 4 charts, it might be false. Okay, that is where we have to see who is the Kakshya Lord of this Jupiter, and whose Kakshya this Venus is sitting, and whether this Jupiter is sitting in Shubha Panchaka or Shubha Panchaka. For example, if Jupiter, if Venus, okay, those things we need to apply to the what is that Nadi also. For that, we have to take help of Saptarishi Nadi. So why I'm saying all this is because when I'm saying this, there might be a question coming to your mind. What is this he is telling? Everybody will be having Venus in that house for 1 month, Jupiter in house that 1 year. Don't confuse like that, okay? Because in this 1 hour, it may not be possible for us to cover everything. But the point is, I want to give you all a clarity where you can apply and you can get umpteen number of times correct results. So that is the thing. So Devarshi, like, please tell me like where we should start, what we want to cover. So if you tell me that, we can go according.
So basically, I was just looking for for dictums that would actually help us to time the marriage, because timing is the most important part, right? Timing is the most important part. And then very, very few people know that we can also do a prashna for the marriage, but that would be more complex, I suppose. That would be more complex. So
maybe Yeah, so I got your point. Taming of marriage has been very difficult, right? Because even if you get into Dasha Bhakti also, like sometimes in a chart, all the planets signify either 2 or 7, 11, all the houses. So as per the astrologer also. Yeah, but what I'll do is, maybe I was not aware of this section we are getting to taming, because taming needs at least some kind of introduction into Bhava Madhyama method of the chart.
So in
Okay.
that,
So what are some progression at least I have to teach them. Why I'm not getting?
hello, you just
Yes.
request the participants to mute themselves while they're speaking.
So why I'm saying is, at least we need some basic background of at least progression. If not Bhava Madhyama method, at least we need some background of progression. For that we have to work it. Maybe we can do like this. So initially we will just give them a glimpse of how to check the quality of marriage, whether marriage
Yeah,
is
yeah,
honest.
and I would also request you, sir, to to discuss a few combinations where there is a denial of marriage in the chart, because most people they come to astrologers thinking that they can marry, but there is an outright denial in the marriage. And lastly, just I'd be very grateful if you could touch upon a few remedies that people can do, because nowadays getting married has become easy, staying in marriage has become very, very difficult.
True. I very much agree with you. There is no doubt in that. So what we can do here is, we will do one thing. Okay. So what we will do is, we will just get into the subject directly, and I will not give you the Parashari combinations, because there are n number of literature available. Okay. So
Right.
we can use them in the next class, where we'll, as you said, like taming of marriage, for that purpose maybe we can do that. But now, firstly, I have to give you certain basic introductions. Why? Because I fixed this class like from 7:30 to 8:30, because again I have to join for Ukraine
Okay,
students
sir,
to
not an
teach.
issue. We can have a part 2 of this class also later on.
Yeah, we can now. This maybe sometime like 1 or 2 months later, we can have a continuation of the same class.
Yeah.
That will be great. So what we'll do is, you need to get certain background. Okay. So in Nadi, what happens is, for a male we take as Jupiter. See, for example, in Parashari system, if you want to know about a person's character, what you will do? Basically, we'll check his Lagna and the Lagna Lord, because Lagna represents the self. Okay. In a horoscope, you have all 1,000 yogas, but if your Lagna and Lagna Lord is weak, you can never enjoy them. If you want to check. But whoever is having a good Lagna Lord with the Raja Yogas, they have become very, very prominent. Even if other good yogas are not present, if 3 planets are very, very good condition in your chart, you will lead an excellent life. One is Vidhi, another is Madhi, third is Gati. So Vidhi is nothing but your Lagnam. Okay. And Madhi is nothing but your moon Lagna. And Gati is nothing but your sun Lagna. So the birth Lagna, the moon Lagna, the sun Lagna, these 3 are very, very prominent. Okay. So now that is not our point of contention, or that is not we are discussing. Okay. For us, what is important is, we want to see from Nadi perspective. Okay. From that perspective, if you know the Jupiter of a person, okay, you can assess whether he is a spiritual person, whether he is a materialistic person, whether he is a humble person, or whether he is an aggressive person, whether he is a womanizer, or he is very caring, or he has a motherly affection towards everyone. That we have to see Jupiter and his connection. Similarly, for a female also, Jupiter is the Jiva Karaka, but for female, we take the Venus as the Karaka. Why? Because the Venus represents the body along with the Mars. Mars is common there, Karaka for both. But for in the case of female, this Venus as a eye roll. Okay. And this Venus association with other planets will give them the important thing. Again, as I said, in Nadi, if you want to give correct results, you should know the Panchaka, whether the planet is Shubha Panchaka or Subha Panchaka. Those things you don't have to bother. Why? Because now just let me show the taste of the subject. Because it is not, you cannot learn in 2 or 3 months. You minimum need 2 or 3 years to master this subject. Yeah. But within this half an hour, I can promise you, you will be able to predict at least 70% of marriage life. That much I can promise. So, as I said, Venus represents the female nature. Okay. Now we are coming to the topic. What is the topic? Is marriage. So, in a male chart, from Jupiter is the male and Venus is his wife. So, Jupiter to Venus connection is important. Okay. In a female chart, Venus is the wife and Mars is the husband. We are not taking Jupiter. Very obviously, we'll take Jupiter as husband in Parashari. Okay, there are also certain restrictions, but let us not get into this debate. From Nadi perspective, you should just fill in your mind that Mars is husband, and Mars is always the husband, the Mangala Karaka. Even in South, it's very commonly called Mars means Mangalyam. Mangalyam means the strength of the Tali or that Mangal Sutra. Okay, so Jupiter to Venus connection in male chart and Venus to Mars connection in female chart. This is very, very important. Okay, now for love, we take it as Mercury is the Karaka for love. Okay, and in Nadi again, Mercury Ketu combination is considered for love marriage. Okay, whenever you are having combination of Mercury and Ketu, they will take it for love marriage. But again, as I said to you earlier, this is like we should not take it like we should not say like I know a horoscope. A Mercury Ketu combination is that he has not done love marriage. Not like that. Again, there is something known as binding effect, separating effect. Okay, and whose Kakshaya, Mercury's degree is higher more, Ketu's degree is higher less. Those things are there. But if you get into those details, then you will not learn the subject. So as of now, you just remember Mercury plus Ketu combination gives love marriage or love life. Okay, that much is sufficient. So for male, Jupiter to Venus, and for female, Venus to Mars, and for love marriage, common to both is Mercury plus Ketu. So this much is sufficient. See, with respect to these 3 points, if you are having any doubt, please ask me.
So when you say about the when you say about the strength of the Lagna Lord, do we consider retrogression to be a quality of strength, or is it something else? Suppose the Lagna Lord is retrograde.
See, Lagna Lord retrograde, definitely we can consider it as one of the strong planet. Why I am saying is, when we call a planet a retrograde, only when it is coming near to Earth, right? When a planet is coming near to Earth, only it becomes retro, that motion. So exaltation is also a condition where a planet is also near to Earth, right? So there are again theories. Retrograde, this thing will do bad, will not get it. But as per Mantreshwara's Palatipika, a retrograde planet is always considered to exalted, right? In that case, Lagna Lord will not become an exception. But a person having a retro Lagna Lord is thinking will be somewhat different from natural person. Okay, but when you are accessing the strength, definitely it is gaining the strength. There is no doubt in that.
Okay, so
but the person's quality will differ.
Okay. And sir, since you said about the relationship between Jupiter and Venus, or between Venus and Mars in a male chart and a female chart respectively, so how do you judge the relation? By house relation or something else?
Yeah. So here I tell you something. So first thing we have to forget in this chapter is there is no Lagna in Briganandi Nadi. See, there are many other nadis. You can go to my channel, Astrofox. I put lot number of videos there freely. Okay, but there are many nadis like Agastya Nadi, Ishwara Nadi, Kuja Nadi, Saptarishi Nadi. They use not only Lagna, they in fact use the Varga charts. Okay, Varga charts also they use. For example, this Chandrakala Nadi is an very much example for what is the T150. Okay, each Nadi Amsha they take. In fact, for 24 seconds also a chart will change. Okay.
I think there is a problem with the audio.
Devarshi ji, I have one question. I couldn't understand. For Mercury K2, it's no marriage, N-O. I didn't get.
Yeah, I'll just. Hello, Shankaranji, can you hear us?
Yes, I am able to hear you all.
Okay, sir, there is a question from Leah. She asks that since it's since you said that Mercury K2 combination is it's a connection is a combination for love marriage. So how do we see the connection? Do we see only conjunction aspect, or do we see Graha Drishti as well as Graha Drishti is of course aspect, but Rashi Drishti, do we consider that?
Okay, how to take, because in Parashari, what we call as a relationship is planetary conjunction and planetary aspect. Correct. That is how planet gets connected, if I am not wrong. But in Nadi, there is nothing known as aspect. There is only planetary sambandha, relationship. That relationship only we take it as conjunction. How to take that, I will teach that. There is no worries in that. My only thing is, first thing, remove from your mind, there is nothing called Lagna in the Nadi, the initial Nadi I am teaching for your Brigunandi Nadi. In Saptarishi, I will be teaching Lagna also, but that is a higher topic. But in Brigunandi Nadi, just clear your mind, there is no concept like Lagna or Lagna Lord, fifth house or fifth Lord, seventh house or seventh Lord. There is no concept of any house Lord. Why? First of all, we are not considering Lagna only. So this concept of fifth Lord, sixth Lord, seventh Lord will never come into our discussion. That is first thing.
Okay.
Second thing is, you don't have to worry, sir, what is the connection, Graha Drishti or like Rashi Drishti, where Chara will see Ubaya, sorry, or Chara will see Stira. All those things we forget. Okay. We just remember one thing, there is no Lagna. Second thing is, for a male marriage, we'll see Jupiter to Venus connection. How do we see? I will teach you. For female marriage, Venus to Mars will see connection. How do we see? That I will teach you. For common to both is Mercury plus Ketu, how you are taking that sambandha, that I will teach you. But what I am saying is, within this, if you are having any doubt, I will explain it.
Okay, sir. Okay, I think we can proceed. We can proceed. There are no doubts in this basic.
Okay. So now you have to remove one concept from your all mind. What is that? In Parashari, every planet in 180 degrees will see each other. Correct? Every planet within 180 degrees will aspect each other. That is seventh aspect we call. This is common to all planets except Rahu and Ketu. Okay, because Rahu Ketu, we have certain exceptions that we will not consider. Certain people will ascribe to 5 and 9. Pulipani, as Sage has said, 311 to be considered along with 5 and 9. And certain people will tell Rahu will see Ketu, Ketu will see Rahu. So let us not take in that. In Parashari, all planets have 7th house aspect except Rahu and Ketu. Apart from that, Jupiter will see 5 and 9, apart from 7. And Mars will see 4 and 8, apart from 7. And Saturn will see 3 and 10, apart from 7. So these are the things we take in Parashari. But when you are coming to Nadi, we should completely forget that concept.
Okay.
Okay. What I am teaching is all planets, okay, irrespective, I mean, all planets, okay, A to 9, you will take as A plus B, means conjunction, if they are in 159.
Okay. So if a planet is 1/5 or 9th from in trines
Each
to other
other.
planet.
We will take them as conjunction. Why? Because, see, for example, let me take Sun in Mesha Rashi, okay, and Mars in Simha Rashi.
Okay. So they are considered to be related.
And Jupiter in Sagittarius, Dhanu Rashi.
Okay.
So what is the tattva of all this Rashi?
Agni Tattva.
And what is the direction of all this Rashi?
East.
Right? So, see, for our convenience, we are putting a horoscope like this. But if you see, they are all in the same straight line, the eastern direction, at the same place they are clumped. Okay. For our purpose, we are putting in Aries, we are putting, and also, if you go to the Akash, there is no line like this. For Aries, it will end here. Taurus, there is no lines that we have done for our convenience. Okay. So, always the planets in the same directions will be related to each other. Similarly, planets in Taurus, their trines, Kanya, okay, they will get related. Similarly, what is that? Mithuna, their trines will get related. Similarly, Kataka and Scorpio and Meena will get related. It means if a planet is in trine from each other, it will take it as a conjunction, and this conjunction will be very powerful conjunction. Means you will take them as together.
Okay. Okay. Getting it. So.
This is first. Next, another important conjunction is 7th house. Why? Because, see, for example, we both are sitting opposite each other. Right? I am facing you, you are facing me. Means we are 7th house means opposite only now 180 degrees. Correct?
Right.
So, for example, if you are acknowledging, if you are nodding your head, okay, I am getting confidence. Oh, somebody is agreeing my view. You are laughing like this, see, then automatically my mind is getting disturbed. Means a person sitting opposite me is able to affect my behavior in a positive or negative manner. Correct? Even while teacher is taking the class, a student who is facing her, if she is nodding the head, is making all sense, teacher gets more confidence. She gets interest. But if they are talking, they are laughing, then automatically teacher loses the attention. So a planet in 7th or another planet will be a big modifier. Whether it's a positive modifier or a negative modifier, it will depend upon the relationship between these two planets. Got it?
Right. Right.
So any doubt till here?
So I think this seventh house thing is a bit new for everyone out here. So just if you could just repeat this dictum once more.
See, what I'm saying, trying to say is the seventh house is a modifier. Means usually 159 we take it as conjunction. There also, if friendly planets are there, they will give good results. Negative planets are there, they will be bad results. But the seventh house, why we are taking as a conjunction is because the seventh house planet can very much alter the result of this planet. For example, now let us take Sun is sitting in Mesha Rashi.
Okay.
Okay. And exactly seventh house is this Tula Rashi. Correct. So in this Tula Rashi, if Guru is there, is a friend of Sun.
Surya.
Okay. So I told the seventh house means opposite facing each other. Now, father will be famous. For example, somebody is having Sun and Jupiter in 7. Okay. You ask them, father will be famous, father will be well known in a known circle. Okay. Native himself will be good at administration, father will have charity deeds. But if same some planet like what is that Mars is sitting, then also father will be good, but father will be very angry, adamant. He'll get he'll have some blood related problems, or he will get very angry easily. Okay, or if Saturn is sitting, then that time what happens? One of the members in the family will have government job, or father will be having some kind of lethargicness or some kind of issues with the father and son will be there. Always some kind of misunderstandings. Why we are giving different results? Because planets in 7th will alter the results.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, that is the reason we are taking the 7th house to be a combination.
Okay. So that means. So sorry to interrupt. So that means if two planets are seven places from each other, so it means that they will be considered as a combination. That's what you're saying.
Combination, correct.
Okay.
Because they can alter the Karaka planets giving result. Okay. For example, if a planet is, for example, you want to see how the wife will be. Okay. Now, if I am a male, I will take Venus. But for Venus, if there is any planet in 7th, it depends. For Venus in 7th, Jupiter is there, it's well and good. If some insignificant planet is there, then it will alter the results of the wife. Okay. Then 7th is important. So 159 along with it, 7 is also important. Then what are the other houses we consider? 2 and 12. Why? Because you are sitting in a class, who will influence you more? People next to you, right? People sitting left to you and right to you will influence you more. So you will take this 2 and 12 also, front and back. And another house which is left is 3 and 11. Why I am taking 3 and 11? I'll give you the reason. For example, now you take this Mesha Rashi. So Mesha Rashi is east. Exactly opposite is what? South, correct? 7th is south. Now, what is the third sign from Mesha Rashi?
Gemini.
So what is the direction of Gemini?
North, if I'm not mistaken.
West, right? So this Tula Rashi was also west. That is opposite sign, correct?
Right.
And Gemini, which is third sign, that is also west. And what is the 11th sign from Mesha Rashi?
11 from Mesha.
Kumbha.
Yes, sir.
That is also west sign, correct?
Okay.
So because they will also affect the person. So they may not have that much effect like a 7th sign, exactly 180 degree, but because they are also opposite side, they will also add some effect. Then who are we are not considering? A planet in 4, 6, 8, 10, we are not considering. Means a planet in 4, 6, 8, 10 will not form any sambandha. For example, I told Jupiter, Venus connection should be there in a male chart. Then only they will have good quality of marital life. Now you check any chart. Okay, exceptions are there. But 10 out of 80 times, just with the simple rule, I tell you, if you want to tell the names of celebrities also, other charts also you will openly test. Okay, I am not like others who will put a chart which you all don't even know and claim. You put into even celebrity charts. Okay, 10 out of 8 times it will come true. Even the 2 or 3 times it is not coming true. For that some alterations is needed. But with just simple rule, from Jupiter, if Venus is in 4, 6, 18 in a male chart, either you will have a very late marriage or it will end up in divorce. Quality of marriage is completely destroyed.
So what about the 12th house in that case?
If 12th is not a problem. From Jupiter, Venus can be in 12th house, not an issue. Okay. If other conditions are there, like Ketu is together, Saturn and Sin, then those are different things. But the simple rule. For the simple rule, we'll take some examples. Okay. Then it will be clear. So can you present your screen so that I can teach them?
Yes, I'll.
So I want you to access the internet so that it will be some astrology or something like that.
Okay, so I'll just.
Online.
Okay,
Yeah.
so what website do you want me to go to?
Anything you just give, what is that? Chart of, you give Abdul Kalam.
Okay, just a minute.
And just present your screen so that it is visible.
Yes,
to
sir.
all. So that the Astrosage website will open, there we can see.
Okay, celebrity horoscope.
Great. Okay.
Yeah, this is the chart.
Okay. I see. I am comfortable with South Indian chart, so please don't take it something else.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you see here from Jupiter to Venus,
think-
what is the connection?
I think you are comfortable now, sir.
Yes, great, awesome. Yes,
Okay.
Yeah. So from Jupiter to Venus, what is the connection? 4 the connection.
4. Yeah. It's 4.
So we told 4, 6, 8, 10 is a bad connection, correct?
Right.
Now you give a chart of Salman Khan.
Okay, in the same site, sir.
Same side.
Okay.
You just use the chart of Salman Khan, it will automatically populate. If you go back and click chart of Salman Khan instead of Abdul Kalam, it will come. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Jupiter to Venus, what is the connection?
8.
8. Yeah.
Right. Now we
Sir,
go for
suppose
chart of
if that
Rahul.
Jupiter is retro. If suppose
No, that doubt settle now. Kindly don't ask, because if you are asking,
No,
then
we are
you
not.
having
We are
some-
not going for retro planets, ma'am. Just let's complete his dictum and then we can ask the questions. Yes, next chart. Do you want?
So you go for this one. What is that? Rahul Gandhi. Right.
Okay. Alok ji, it's always birth chart, not the Chalit chart. We are not going into Chalit chart. Please don't confuse with this.
Only Rashi chart, okay? Only Rashi chart, D1. Very simple, not even Navamsha. D1 chart as it is. Sripati's method you take. Actually, to be honest, we should go for Vakya Panchangam, but yeah, let us not make you more confused. At this stage, this much of dosage is enough. Jupiter to Venus.
10. It's working. Yeah.
Now you take Pawan Kalyan. He is a Telugu film actor.
Okay, Pavan Kalyan. No? Yes.
Jupiter to Venus.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
10.
10.
So how many marriages he had? You just go back side. You give Pawan Kalyan, just give Pawan Kalyan and see how many marriages he had. Just give Pawan Kalyan. Yeah, great. No, just give Pawan Kalyan, that's all.
Okay.
Yeah, now we open the Wikipedia.
Yeah. So there is a problem with my audio. I'm just
Okay, no, it's
I'm just rejoining the meeting here. Okay,
Yeah.
spouses. Yeah, 2 spouses.
right? Both.
Right. I'm
Both
just
types.
rejoining from my end. Just a minute. You can continue
Yes,
with the
yes.
discussion. I'm just rejoining.
Okay. So if you see this Pawan Kalyan's chart, okay, so let him join so that we can see the chart. I'll explain it to you. So yeah, if you see this Pawan Kalyan's chart, so his 2 marriages also got broken.
So the connection, if it is 4, 6, 8, 10, then there will be a late or divorce. There will be the divorces, right, sir?
Definitely, either they will be a divorcee or they will get very lately marriage, where that marriage will also not be useful. Means that marriage life is altering. But if, for example, in some cases, they may get married after very late. Okay, in that cases, there is a chances of parivartana. Means that late marriage may sustain. For that, we have to see whether the planet is in Shubha Panchakam or Ashubha Panchakam. But again, that is an advanced topic, because here not all are on the same level, right? Some people are beginners, some people are advanced. So let us not get into Shubha Panchaka, and Kakshya of the planet. Okay, all those things let us not get in, but let us just go with the basic rules so that they are able to judge it.
So what?
So
What
can
if
we
it's
say,
12
sir?
places away?
Hello.
If it 12 places away means what is this, sir? If Jupiter and Venus
Sorry?
combination 12 places away.
See, Jupiter and Venus in 7 is not a bad combination. Okay, but what we are trying to say is, whenever Jupiter and Venus are in 4, 6, 8, 10, what is the result we are discussing? So we'll keep it only to that extent. Okay.
Okay.
So
Jupiter.
So
for-
if the connection is 159, 2, 12, 3, 11, then there'll be a good marriage life. Can we say that?
What I'm saying is Jupiter to Venus 4, 6, 8, 10 is not a good marriage life that you take. See, now for example, Jupiter to Venus, there is, let us assume 159 connection only, strong connection. But what if that Venus is having Ketu and Saturn on the other end, and in the opposite end, I mean, in the same house, Sun is there. Definitely, then also the quality of marriage is just right. What I'm trying to say is Jupiter to Venus, whenever you see that the quality of marriage is gone. Okay, so this you all take into mind. So then what to say whenever Jupiter to Venus connection is there? Whenever Jupiter to Venus connection 1.37 is there, at the initial level basic skill we can say now if that Jupiter has become retro, okay, Venus has become retro, things will change. Okay, if you go into that, then this 1 hour will not be sufficient for us. So now this basic rules you check, you will come correct. Then of course we'll have some other session and we'll go with that. Okay,
so
because
just-
marriage.
sorry to interrupt here. So if we look at a female chart, and then since you said the relationship must be seen between Venus and Mars, so from Venus to Mars,
Correct.
if it is a 4, 6, 8, 10, then it's a bad marriage for a female. That's what.
Correct. That also we'll check now. But with the male charts, I just want to see whether they are clear.
Okay, it is clear. It's absolutely clear.
So now we'll go to female charts also, Venus to Mars. Now you take some charts, like for example, you take Mamta Banerjee. You are from nearby place only.
Right, so just a minute. Let me start the screen share.
Yeah. So I will also take from my state also an example. Of course, at the end of the day, we are all Indians, but just for a later when I'm saying that's all.
Okay, so chart of Mamta Banerjee, you're saying?
Yes, yes. So Venus to Mars, what is the connection?
1, 2, 3, 4. 4. Yes.
So now you take Tamil Nadu Chief Minister Jayalalitha J.
Venus to Mars. Okay.
4.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Now you take one film actor.
Actually 6.
One more film actress also I'll give. You can take Tabu. She is also not married, if I'm not wrong.
You're right, sir. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4.
Right? You can take Susmita Sen also. I think she is also not married, right?
Yes.
She has only adopted.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, 10. Yes, sir.
4.
10. We are saying Mars, Venus to Mars, not Mars to Venus.
Correct. Venus to Mars. Okay. So, like that, we can go with a number of examples. Now, we'll start, this rule will stop it here. So, what is the basic rule for them to get married is, they should be in 12597 is strong connection. Okay. 12597 is strong connection. More so, 1597 will be very, very strong connection. Okay. 3, 11, 12 will be weak connection. For that, we have to see. But at the initial screening, you think 159, 3, 7, 11, 2, 12 are the connections. In that 1597 are strong connections. Okay. This you have to analyze. Now we'll go for love marriage also. We will go to like Kamala Hassan chart. Okay. We just put that Kamala Hassan chart. So where is this Mercury
Yeah.
and this
Mercury-
Ketu? They both are in trains, right?
Yes, sir.
Now we can even go for that cricket actor, Indian cricket actor, who is the Anushka Sharma.
Okay.
Now here's also see Mercury Ketu, correct?
Right, sir.
Okay, so like that we can do a number of things. Okay, usually this kind of combinations, whenever you can see in a chart, you can very easily tell. And one
So
more
then the
thing, okay, at
combination-
this point it
sorry.
may be two, but I'll tell you one combination. In a female chart, whichever female is having Venus retro, and for example, observe it, Venus is retro in, let us assume, in Mesha Rashi, and in Meena Rashi, if Mercury is there, 100% it will be a love marriage.
So can you repeat the dictum once again? If Venus is retro,
If Venus is retro and immediately in the backside house, if Mercury is there, okay, Venus retro immediately beyond in the backside house, Mercury is there, no planets are in between. 100% in their house there will be a love marriage. Either the female itself will get love marriage, or any one person in that house will definitely have love marriage. This we can test, but the condition is Venus should be retro and immediately beyond Mercury should be there. Means Venus is 29 degrees. Mercury should be in 27, 26, 25, but in between them there should be no planets.
okay.
Okay. And why I am saying this Venus retro chart should be very studied very, very carefully. You see, Mercury will undergo 4 times retrogression in a year. Correct. Mars will go once, and
Right.
Jupiter will go for 4 months, right? But if you take Venus will go only retrogression only once in 2 years.
2 years, yes.
And after that retrogression period will be only for 28 months, sorry, 28 days. Okay, approximately, not more than. So Venus retrogression is very, very important. It gives a different things in a female chart, more than a male chart. Okay,
Right.
so those things also they can observe. Now, so these are the things we are able to.
So one
see
small
this-
question, sir.
Mhm.
Is the combination conjunction same like 212, 159, 212, 311? We should see for Ketu and Mercury also. It's the same conjunction we see.
No. For Mercury and Ketu, we should see 12597. Okay. One, 2, 5, 9, 7, but this 7 should be taken only in this progression. But yeah, as of now, we can take 1, 2, 5, 9. 7 when to take, I'll teach you. But as of now, you consider only 1, 2, 5, 9, 7. Okay. In progression, we have to consider 7, but otherwise we will not take. But yeah, we can, these things we can take. Mercury, I'll tell you, so see, this Ketu will get connected to a planet only if it is in 1, 2, 5, 9, 7. Means, for example, Jupiter is in Mesha Rashi. For the Jupiter, this Ketu should be in 1, 2, 5, 9, 7. If this Ketu is in 12, it will not get connected. If this Ketu in 3, it will not get connected. If this Ketu is in 11, it will not get connected. Okay. So it is only 1, 2, 5, 9, 7. That's all.
I'll just request the participants not to confuse this with the with the usual Parashara dictums, because sir is actually going through the for Nadi. He's explaining everything for Nadi. So request everyone not to get confused with the dictums of Parashara here. We're not applying Parashara at all.
Yeah.
And,
And one more thing, don't take these rules and put it in Parashara and make a hybrid system. Okay,
right. That is very important. That is very important.
We should compare only apples with apples, right? We should not compare something else with something else. Okay. So this system, there is a lot of wide scope of research. So what was Nadi here? Some parts were scattered in Punjab. They call it as Samhita. Okay, Brigu Samhita. Actually, there is Brigu Nadi here. So anyways, but yeah. So Parashari rules, don't put here and say Samantha is there. Don't take Nadi rules, put here and this here. But whatever the Jupiter Venus rule, Venus Mars rule I gave, you can very safely put it in almost 70% of charts. It will definitely come true. 30% some unique cases are there. Now the time is not sufficient to discuss. Yeah, but we can apply. Definitely will come with the feedback. What I said is true. Okay. Irrespective of like Jaimini or Parashari, any astrologer. Okay, I'm not defaming anyone. Everybody has done their own literature. But this simple rule nobody can give you within one line. Okay.
Right.
This one line is an experience of 12,000 charts. Okay. So you can put it very simply, and yeah, 1 or 2 exceptions will be there. That we'll discuss some other time. But this you can apply anywhere safely. Whenever you see, even if you're seeing for your children's, if you are seeing that Venus plus Mars, okay, if it is for the daughter-in-law who's going to come, Jupiter plus Venus in your own sun case, then you would have observed these things to be happen very frequently. Even somebody is there in this group also, they will agree. There will be no deviations in that. Okay, other combinations are there. Okay, some another 7 to, not more than that. Nadi, I given only one combination, but we have another 7 to 8 combinations. But again, see, one combination will took almost 1 hour. So 7 to 8 combinations will require more time. Yeah, some other class definitely will plan, because today I also busy engaged and certain activities. But yeah, I somehow wanted to take this because astrology is my passion. I don't want to push it some other day. So I thought let us put that today the beginning, and somewhere other we can catch up. So within this, if you are having some doubts, you
Yes,
ask.
there is a
Remedy
question
is
here.
there.
There is a question
Yeah.
here. So is it also, is there any, any nadi dictum, just like the ones you shared here? Is there any nadi dictum to see that the marriage will be successful, or that the marriage will be, will go for a breakdown later on? Is there any?
No, that is what, see, if you see whatever the Venus plus Mars combination I gave, if it is 4, 6, 8, 10, even if they have got married, let us assume, we usually tell they will not have a marriage life. By chance they got married, then you can say they will get divorced. You want to take that one classic example. For example, you take that person Dhanush horoscope, Rajinikanth's son-in-law, you put Dhanush horoscope. Maybe with this we can show that example. You
Yeah.
can just. This I said 2 years back only to one of my students in Ukraine. You open it.
Okay.
So where is Jupiter? Where is Venus for in this chart?
Yeah, it's Jupiter and Venus. Yes.
So I told them they definitely have a divorce. They told, sir, 15 years they live it, sir. I told progression wise they can tame the divorce, okay, but definitely they cannot live together forever. It is not made for them. They got divorced. See, initially they may tell, no, you are wrong. They they are happy. 2 years they have bought a house. 100% 2 years back itself it was told to our student they will get divorced when this Ketu is coming in progression to that house. For example, if you see his birth chart, what is the degree of Ketu? Scroll up.
Ketu is 29 degrees. That means less than 1 degrees.
Less than 1 degree. Okay, now scroll down. So Ketu will stay 18 years in that house. Approximately. Okay. Now around 36 or 37. Now what is the age of Dhanush?
I think he'll be around 40, I suppose, or
just let us see. Okay. They have not given the year of 1983.
83. So he'll be around 38, I suppose.
38, right? So 18 years this Ketu will stay in this one. What is that? Scorpio.
Right.
Another 18 years it will stay in Libra because it's a retro planet and it will move ulta.
Okay.
So 37th year it will come to Kanya. We told Ketu will get connected with this 1259. For that Venus it got connected. So only it ended in divorce. Jupiter Venus was already there by Vidhi, destiny. Timing was given by Ketu.
Right, sir. Right. Getting it.
Yeah. So with this you can apply, but remedies, yes, definitely I have to share. What I will do is I have one very strong remedy and temples. Okay, in the Navagraha temples we have in 2 places, one in Chennai, Thiruvananthapuram, and one more is Thirumanamjali in Kumbakonam. So those things, and there is one remedy which you can do yourself. In fact, I shared in Facebook group. But those things, maybe just give me some 4 or 5 days time. And on a personal note, I'll share to Devarshi sir. So he will share with you all because you all got connected to him. He can share with you all. Okay. And if you have any doubts in those remedies, in the next session we can clarify that. Because again, some 8:30 I have some immediate work. That is the reason. So I'll definitely share those 2 remedies and those temples. You try. Even people who are not getting married for years together, they will definitely get married. Okay. Provided they're having that 15937 connection and getting late. If it is like 4,
Okay,
6,
so okay, we'll not keep you for long, and thank you
Can I ask you
thank you
one
so
question?
much for your valuable time here.
Yeah,
And
thanks a
as
lot.
sir has promised, I'll just ask after 5 days. I'll just even if he forgets, I'll just remind him in personally, and then I'll share the remedies in the group as well.
Sure. Definitely I'll share with you because
Thank you so much.
saying all this astrology, but if you are, it is like a doctor diagnosing everything. at the end of the day is not giving you the pill for the fever to come down.
Right,
So,
right.
so definitely I'll share the remedy. That is from my end. I am promising you all. We will share. Yeah, still more to explore. I will teach you how to timing the events, anything like that. But yeah, just need some time. Definitely we'll meet in a bigger window. At least 2 hours window we'll make.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
like
Thank you
this
so
way.
much for that promise.
So,
And actually, we'll look
yeah.
forward to having you again.
Sure,
Yeah.
sure. Thanks a lot. Thank you so
And
much.
thank you everyone for
Thank you, sir.
joining in.
Mr.
Thank you so
Devarshi,
much.
I don't know whether you have my number or not. So I don't know how will I be able to get the remedies notes?
I think you should have my number, ma'am. It's 9101-489-058.
Once again, 91.
9101
Yeah,
489
yeah.
058.
Okay.
And Chandraji, you can please save
Thank
my
you, sir.
number
Thank you.
and just ping me, and I'll add you to the Jyotish group.
Thank you.
Yeah, yeah.
So thank you everyone. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Namaste.
Thank you so much, everyone,
you.
for joining in. I'll end the meeting.
Thank
The
you so
recordings will be available on YouTube, Jyotish 108, Astrology, Numerology, and Motivation. So hopefully we'll see have all of you in the next classes.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you.
Sir, once repeat your number, sir.
9101
huh?
489
489
058.
058 9101 489 058.
Yeah, right.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Yeah, my pleasure. Thank you everyone for joining. You
Thank
can
you.
catch the
Thank
video
you.
on YouTube either later today or maybe early tomorrow morning. Thank you so much.
Thank you.